Marami ho sa atin mga kababayan ang nag-aakala na kapag may namatay tayong mga kamag-anakan, it's as simple as inheriting a piece of property left behind by that relative of ours in the Philippines. They forget before they can transfer the title to that property into their name, kailangan bayaran muna nila ang tinatawag na estate tax. Now, it's so unfortunate that not many fellow Filipinos of ours are aware of the estate tax and that an estate tax return must be filed within 6 months from the death of the decedent. Age can bear me out on this later on. And the estate tax assessment itself must be paid on the day the return is filed. So halimbawa si Juan namatay today, within 6 months, kailangan mag-file yung mga surviving heirs niya ng estate tax return. And when they do file it, they have to pay the estate tax assessment at the same time. Now, we know for a fact that many overseas Filipinos in the US have ascendants or loved ones in the Philippines who have passed on a long time ago. Because these families are now based in the US, however, and sometimes there's no other relative in the Philippines who can manage the properties left behind by their deceased relative, no estate tax return is ever filed, and no estate taxes have also been paid. Now, if the deceased had died a long time ago, say in the 1980s pa or 70s, the estate tax due, which is currently computed at 6% of the net estate of the deceased, would have piled up. I'm sure lumaki na yan. Maybe in the hundreds of thousands, giving the surviving heirs a big headache how to settle it. Furthermore, if the estate tax is unpaid, as I mentioned earlier, the inherited property cannot be transferred to the heir's name. Neither can the property be sold because a certification of title cannot be issued confirming the heir's right of ownership. So the big question, mga kababayan, is there a way to avoid paying the estate tax? The answer is wala. If during his lifetime, the deceased failed to avail himself of legal mechanisms to avoid paying this tax. But is there a way of lowering the amount of estate tax due? The answer is yes, merong paraan. And tonight, our guest speaker in the person of Mr. Aguilar will show us the way by discussing the Philippine estate tax amnesty law, which will expire, I think, in June of this year. So we still have time to pay whatever estate tax due is due on any property that we may have inherited from a relative in the Philippines. So without further ado, let's turn our attention to our guest resource speaker, who will be introduced by Consul Maynard. Back to you, Maynard. Thank you.
Thank you, Consul General Badajos. We will now begin the video presentation, and afterwards, our research speaker will be available for Q&A. If you have any questions, please type them on the chat box, or if you're following through our Facebook page, please type them on the comments.
We can't hear anything, Maynard. We have to play that again. It's on mute.
Wala?
Again, there's no
sound.
coming out. There's no
Wait,
sound.
Yeah, we have to play it again. Take two, Maynard. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Consul, please share audio when you say share screen.
Wala pa rin. Maybe Noel can just do it live. Can you do that, Noel?
Wait po, sir.
Just authorize me to share, Consul. I can do the video sharing from here.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go ahead.
Yeah. Kasi it's gonna be the same.
There.
Go ahead, Noel.
Okay. All right. Just give me a second because I'm searching for it. It would be here. Dali lang po ha. I will share the screen and then I will do a share sound. And then I will optimize for video clip. Dali lang po. Well, share po ha. Kita po ba ninyo yung screen na sinishare ko?
Yes, Sir Noel.
Okay, I'm going to play it. Welcome to this community advocacy webinar about the state tax amnesty program in the Philippines. Greetings. I am Noel Omega, President and Chairman of NaFFAA Los Angeles. NaFFAA, short for National Federation of Filipino American Associations, is a national organization that has been around for over 25 years. Our aim is to advance equity and provide community advocacy for Filipinos and Filipino Americans throughout the United States. The Estate Tax Amnesty Program is defined under Republic Act 11213, an act enhancing revenue administration and collection by granting amnesty on all unpaid internal revenue taxes imposed by the national government for taxable year 2017 and prior years with respect to estate tax and related tax delinquencies. However, the program under RA 11213 is set to expire on June 14, 2023. Therefore, this webinar is essential so you could understand what's at stake and give you the opportunity to make plans to beat the upcoming deadline. We are bringing this to you in cooperation with the Philippine Consulate General of Los Angeles under the leadership of Consul General Edgar Badajos. We are grateful to the Congen and his team for making this webinar possible. Today, we are pleased to introduce to you a subject matter expert who has a lot of hands-on knowledge with this program. He brings 20 years of expertise in his field. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our expert from the Philippines, Mr. Ace Aguilar. On to you, Ace.
We would like to thank Consul General Ed Badajos and, of course, from the leadership of Mr. Noel Omega and Ms. Mary Ann Omega through their organization, NaFFAA. Good day to everyone. I'm Aguilar and I'm doing real estate for the last 20 years. And in this session, I'm going to show you the exact steps on how your family can save thousands of pesos during this estate tax amnesty here in the Philippines. Let me share my screen. Good day to everyone, all the participants, and in behalf of our team, I would like to thank the Philippine Consulate through the leadership of Consul General Ed Badajos. Without their team, this webinar will not be possible. I would like to also thank NaFFAA Greater Los Angeles Region through the leadership of Mr. Noel Omega and Ms. Marian Omega for the mission to share this good news to our kababayans there in the US. By the way, I'm Aguilar and I'm a licensed broker here in the Philippines. I've been doing real estate for the past 20 years. Our team's mission is to help our kababayans, Filipino families there in the US or anywhere in the world to save thousands of pesos by availing the estate tax amnesty. As mentioned earlier, this seminar will give details on how to avail the estate tax amnesty. The deadline is until June 14, 2023, no? So barely 75 days from now. And the good news is we have helped Filipino families here in the Philippines, and we would like to educate, inform our kababayans there how to do the same thing. A little background, Filipinos migrated to the US, no? In different timelines. However, Lolo and Lola or their dear parents still own properties here in the Philippines, no? We have clients who lives in Chicago, LA. By the hectares po ang kanilang mga naiwan dito ni Lolo at Lola. Okay? Diyan sa Quezon and other parts of the Philippines. Until Lolo and Lola or their dear parents passed away without any last will. Now, extrajudicial settlement comes in. Extrajudicial settlement of a property refers to a legal process by which the heirs of a deceased person agree to distribute their assets among themselves without the need for court intervention. So ito po yung peaceful way, fastest way, and more affordable way of distributing the assets, properties, or any asset. Now, this is a big opportunity for Filipino families because I will show in the next slides the minimal cost or expenses incurred by a client. The location of the property is in Dasmariñas, Cavite. It's a lot, a vacant lot, a residential vacant lot, and there were 4 heirs. The title was named after the parents and the living son. There's the son living in the US. And ang intention po ng aming client is that pinangalan po yung title sa kanilang tatlo po, the parents, his father and mother, para po madala po ito sa US. But sad to say, no po, his parents passed away in 2015. And his mother naman his father passed away in April 2015, and his mother passed away August 2016. So I informed him and told him the good news that there is an amnesty, and he availed of it. And ang tawag po doon sa kanyang case is that extrajudicial settlement with waiver of rights. And how much did he pay? Ito po, magugulat po kayo. And the only amounts, the only expense that he incurred on estate tax is only $240. Donor's tax, dahil po yung tatlong siblings niya ay nilipat po sa kanya yung property, para siya na lang po ang nakalagay sa titles, that $300 sa donor's tax. And dahil may donor's tax, meron pong kasama yung documentary stamp tax, which is $90. So all in all, that's just a little over $600. Now, Ace, ano ang mga samples ng extrajudicial settlement? I'll give 3. First is yung simple extrajudicial settlement. From the owners of the title to the heirs. Okay, sa spouse, living spouse, kami living spouse pa, and to the children. Meron lang po ang simple extrajudicial settlement. The second sample is extrajudicial settlement with waiver of rights. Meron po akong client na kinonsult kami, and lahat sila, 6 sila nasa US na, and may naiwan pa na bunso dito sa Pilipinas, and ang gusto nila ilipat na lang dun sa bunso na nandito sa Pilipinas, because they're okay. We're okay here sa kanilang yung mga property sa Pilipinas. And so ang tawag po doon is extrajudicial settlement with waiver of rights. For the third example, it's extrajudicial settlement with donation. Paano po yan? Mula kay lolo, ililipat na po directly doon po sa mga apo. Okay? Since ang property po ay okay na kami dito sa US, or I have no interest with that, I'm already 6 years old, 7 years old, ilipat na natin sa mga apo kasi mahaba para kanilang mga buhay. And so they could enjoy the fruits of lolo and lola's labor. So ang tawag po doon, extrajudicial settlement with donation. Now, Ace, anong mangyayari if we don't take action? Ito po yung mga malalaking problema na pwede po natin ma-incur. And unpaid estate taxes will continue to accrue. Tuloy-tuloy po yan. At yung mga hindi po natin na-avail na penalties, surcharges will continue to accrue. So lalaki po ng lalaki yan. Endless. Number 2, uncertainty of ownership. Sino ba talaga ang may control nitong property? And yun po ang i-eliminate natin once maayos po ang inyong extrajudicial settlement. Number 3, delay in transfer of ownership. Let's say, okay na tayo dito sa US and we want to liquidate the property para naman ma-enjoy natin lahat ng pinaghirapan ni lolo tola or ni mommy at ni daddy, mama at papa. Hindi po natin maaayos yun. Dahil nga po, kailangan pa ng extrajudicial settlement. So, maayos po yung ownership natin sa title, we will eliminate this problem. And fourth is very obvious, lost savings on amnesty. So, instead of you saving the thousands of pesos, hundreds of thousands probably, dahil yung iba po, they passed away 1980s pa, 1970s, 60s, malaking-malaki na po ang penalty niyan. And sayang po yung money that you will save if you will not take action. Now, ano po yung timeline natin in this initiative? We only have, let's start na lang po ng by April, we only have 75 days left. And if cooperative po ang mga family members in securing all the IDs, example, the requirements po, IDs, death certificates, title, OR for payment, we could submit everything in 2 to 3 weeks. Our team is rushing so many documents right now to avail of the estate tax amnesty. So we still have time. Let's take action so that we could save a lot of money on taxes. So now that we know this timeline, what are the next steps to avail ourselves of the tax amnesty? Step 1, prepare legal documents, such as the extrajudicial settlement. Number 2, special power of attorney. Step 2, file BIR forms. After getting the BIR computation sheet, you will be informed of the appropriate taxes to pay. So you proceed to step 3, pay the taxes necessary. Step 4, transfer the title to the heirs. And step 5, transfer the tax declaration to the heirs. These steps may sound simple, but in reality, they can be tricky. It is also possible that the parties concerned do not have the time and the patience to attend to all these, especially if they are based abroad and the other heirs are located in different parts of the Philippines or other countries as well. In view of this, getting help from estate tax experts or lawyers is highly recommended. There are plenty of experts around, but if you are interested, as part of our corporate social responsibility, our company can help you too. We can be contacted through Facebook page, NaFFAA, that's NaFFAA for Estate Tax Amnesty. Again, our Facebook page is NaFFAA for Estate Tax Amnesty. I hope that you will find our presentation useful. Thank you once again and have a great day, everyone. We are now going to entertain questions. Let's move to the question and answer session. Back to you, Sir Noel.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that excellent presentation, very comprehensive. And again, we now move on to the Q&A portion of our event. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask them. And you can still type your questions online in our Zoom chat box or in the FB live stream comments section. As you can see on the right, these are the contact details. If you can, on the chat box. So any questions that you might have later on, you can also reach them through that.
Hi.
So one of the first questions on our chat box is, how is the amount of the estate tax determined in the Philippines? Is there an exemption amount similar to here in the US?
Yes, Tony, thank you for that question. The computation is the zonal value per square meter at the time of death multiplied by, at that time, 20% ang estate tax. Because of the train law, it's now 6%. Then you add surcharges, penalties, 20% on the penalty per year, 25% surcharge every year, and compromise of 50,000 pesos. Yeah, and that's it, no? Four things. 20% on the estate tax, then they'll add 20% for the penalty, another 25% every year for the surcharge, and 50,000 pesos on the compromise. There are exemptions, yes. Standard exemption is 1 million pesos. Another 1 million pesos on the family home. Medical expenses is if you still have the bills, the receipts, and 200,000 pesos on the funeral bills. No, if you still have it, then it's deductible.
Okay, if the grandparents passed away in 1998, how much tax are we looking at?
Oh,
too specific?
ako. Opo,
Kailangan ng
I'm
calculator?
sorry, medyo mahabang compute po yan.
Maybe
I'm sure.
they can just email you, no? I can email
Yes.
you for more
Yeah.
specific details. Medyo kailangan po natin ng calculator for that right now.
Opo. Malaki pong payment po yan. In short.
Malaki. How about the title is given names of all children altogether? All these children have passed away. How do we go about if there is a buyer for the property?
Yeah. Number one, you're going to execute an extrajudicial with sale. Number two, question is, if the children passed away, the children of the children will sign, all of them po. Ayan, all of them will sign the extrajudicial settlement with sale. Medyo madugo po talaga. We should, yung data gathering, it will take some time.
Okay. Let's move on. My grandfather passed away in 2000 and his property was never transferred to our family. He did not have a will. My mother is the only surviving child out of the 3 total kids. What should we do next? Contact you, Ace.
Yeah, please, opo, para we could address yung yung how to organize all the data. Opo.
Those figures you're saying, the amounts are negated with the amnesty?
Yeah, if you will not take advantage of this amnesty period, those are the penalties that are waiting for the family na po. Yung properties will be taxed that way, penalized that way po.
I don't know what Oscar's referring to. Siguro baka naiwan na, but with that example, what is the amount of the tax amnesty?
With that example, what is the amount of the tax amnesty? All of the penalties, all of the surcharges, expenses will be waived. You will be surprised. However, we cannot yung estate tax due will be po yan. Payable pa rin to the government. Ang maganda lang po dito is that the penalties, all of the penalties by the millions po yung iba. Kausap ko kahapon, almost 1 million na po dahil katabi ng Rockwell Mall, no? So yun po, mawi-waive yung mga penalties. However, estate tax due will still be payable to the government.
Okay. This only works if titled, right? What if meron ibang nagki-claim sa portion ng lot?
Yeah, common po yan dito, common po yan. Ang evidence of ownership is title po talaga, ano? And sa ibang regions natin, alam po natin may mga regions, provinces na walang title. Ang basis po nila is tax declaration. So whoever, yun po ang hierarchy doon ng ownership, title, then tax declaration. Po. So pipili lang po tayo, then the BIR will recognize kung ano po yun nandun sa region. Katulad po sa Pangasinan, wala pong mga title, halos lahat po dyan. Okay, bihira po ang may title sa Pangasinan.
Or if you have 1 hectare of lot, regardless of the type of land ba?
Yes. This involves all of the types of properties, whether residential, agri. Nine more.
I am the only child. What if the value of the property is less than 1 million? How much will the tax be?
Oh, you will be surprised if the property is less than 1 million pesos. Less than 10,000 pesos po. Ayan, less than 10,000 pesos or less than $200.
Does it happen ba
Yeah.
Does it happen ba that the tax that you'll have to pay is more than the actual value of the property na?
It's based on the zonal value at the time of death.
Okay.
So mababa lang po yun.
Is there any limitation of land ownership if the family owns more than 500 plus hectares of mountainous land?
It depends, no? If the classification of the property is agricultural, baka po nasama ang inyong land, no? Kasi I've been doing raw land last year, no? Yung iba po kasi naka-carp, ang tawag po ng carp. Others, pasture land. Yun po yung mga hindi na isama dyan. if it's the classification is pasture land, hindi po yan kasama. So number 2, checkin niyo lang po yung yung title din ninyo doon sa Register of Deeds. Pag hindi naman po nagalaw, 500 hectares pa rin, congratulations. Apo.
Okay, if you don't know all the grandchildren, so basically, hindi nyo alam na kung how many of you are grandchildren or nagkaroon po ng anak, no? Is it okay to have a representative for the set of grandchildren?
Yes, all they need to do is execute a special power of attorney. Yeah.
Okay. What is the difference po between extrajudicial settlement with waiver of rights and extrajudicial settlement with donation?
Yeah, this will involve the siblings. Okay, extrajudicial settlement with waiver of rights means that the siblings who are the heirs will transfer it to a sibling. Extrajudicial settlement with donation means it will be passed on to the apo. Ayan. So sa grandchildren. However, both will be subject to donor's tax.
I think this follow-up, what if some grandchildren have now passed away and no way to contact them? Malamang dahil patay na sila, no? So
Yeah. Yeah, the lawyers here, our lawyers in the company can execute an affidavit for that.
okay, sir, I think lagay uli natin yung contact details mo sa chat box if you have someone who can assist you in doing that.
Okay. My teammate in the company, Rich, will paste the contact details and yeah.
Okay. I bought a condo in 2018 and had a deed of sale consularized. The seller died in 2019, but we have not transferred the title. How do we transfer the title if the seller has already died? Is there an amnesty on capital gains fee?
Yeah, before when you read the provision on the estate tax, the capital gains was included, no? However, when I visited BIR now, it's not included. CGT is no longer included. And yeah, let's talk about it offline, no po, so I could discuss how to minimize your taxes.
As you can see, Sir Ace, no? Daming may lupa sa Pilipinas na nandito, ang daming tanong.
Opo, and we're here to help actually. Yan po yung isang gusto naming yan po yung mission talaga po namin, Consul, no? So Consul Maynard.
Kung 1 million net estate, so 60,000 kung 6% ang rate, is that correct?
Yeah, and meron po kasing mga exemptions pa po. Yun ang maganda. May 1 million as a family home, may 1 million deduction. As meron pang second deduction exemption, 1 million. So yeah, so from the value, from the zonal value, total zonal value, i-deduct pa po yun. So instantly you have 2 million pesos na deduction.
Okay. What happens when a tax is paid every year without fail since the death of the owner? Okay, no? Tax is paid every year without fail now.
What can you repeat the question, sir?
What happens when the tax is paid every year without fail since the death of the owner?
Yeah. Let's define yung difference po ng real property tax sa estate tax.
Estate tax.
Real property tax is 1 milyar. So tama po yan, tama yung ginagawa nyo kasi last year during the pandemic nagbigay po ang mga local governments dito ng amnesty. No, ngayon po wala nag-implement na sila, kailangan nila magkolekta. Number 2, ang inheritance tax po itong pinag-uusapan natin, which is the estate tax. No, so maganda po yan natin, no? Maganda yan na ginawa ninyo. Keep on paying the 1 milyar. Kasi bihira po silang mag-waive ng penalties sa local government, munisipyo.
Paano po kung di pa matured yung law? Pwede na ba mag-extrajudicial settlement?
Yes, opo. Ano po yan? Required by the law po yan, even if CLOA yung title. Required po yan.
I'm buying property, 1/5 of the mother, 1/5 of the mother title. I will be the second buyer of the portion of the land. What do we need to do to the property transfer title from the mother title? I
Okay,
don't think
number
this is real,
one.
di ba
Yeah.
to real estate tax amnesty related, I think.
Yeah, kindly send the PM. Pero ang steps doon, quick lang, no? Deed of sale, have it notarized, then we can recommend our geodetic engineer. Kailangan masukat po yun eh. So, yun po yung combo. Alright?
How much is the donor tax?
Donor's tax is 6%. 6%. But then again, the exemptions will apply. So, mababawasan po yung babayaran ninyo.
Okay, follow up ulit sa kanina. You mentioned power of attorney, but one grandchild has died. Okay, so we go to the next layer of relatives, the great grandchildren. Also, some are illegitimate grandchildren. Are they also needed to sign even if they are illegitimate?
Yes, for the illegitimate children, yes, they are required to sign. Number two, you need to go to the next layer of relatives, no? Yung iba po kasi pag hindi po naisama sa manahan, nagkakaso din po yung iba eh. So they file charges din po if they are, lalo na pag maloko po talaga, no?
Okay.
So that's,
Yeah, maloko.
yeah. Opo.
For those asking for the contact details of Ace and his colleagues, either scroll up and also we will be posting it again in a while. No, ng mga kasamahan niyo. Okay? Ito, how much is your fee? Mamaya nyo na pag-usapan niya. Hiwalay na to. What if we cannot find our title? Will you help retrieve it for us?
Yes, that's common po. That's common here in the Philippines, no po. Nawawala, nababaha, or nami-misplace. No po. So our lawyer can help you with the reissuance of the title, the new title.
My parents passed away and we don't have the title for the apartment and we are planning to sell the property. How do we proceed? The brother in the Philippines is paying property tax.
Yeah, good thing you're paying the property tax, no? Maliit lang po yan. Don't miss it. Number two, you want to sell the property. You use extrajudicial with sale. Number two, simultaneously, you can apply for the reissuance of the lost title. Our team can help you with that.
Do the descendants need to be dual citizens to have ownership of the bequeathed land?
Yeah, maluwag po ang Pilipinas tungkol dito sa dual citizens. Mahigpit lang po talaga tayo for foreigners. Yeah.
So kailangan talaga dual siya.
Yeah, ano po, kung ano po existing citizenship, we can go about it. We can solve the problem po.
Okay. Again, pinapost na po yung contact details po. I think you can find them. Sinasagot din po siya ni Mr. Rich Gamba, no?
Yeah.
In terms of service fee, I think that's something more private na kailangan ng pag-usapan. Let's not do it here in the chat box. What is the complication in the process caused by individuals who are living on one's land?
Consul, please.
What is the complication in the process? Wala. What is the complication in the process caused by individuals who are living on one's land? From Evelyn. I think pag may nagsasquat, I think may nakatirang iba sa lupa mo. What can they do about it?
Yeah, medyo ano po yan, there is a legal way. Pero alam po ninyo, the informal settlers here have mastered the way to legalize
Masedala.
themselves. Opo, medyo madugo po yan. It will involve a lot of people. So yun po ang sa informal settlers, sa mga squatters
Especially
po.
kung matagal na, no? Especially kung matagal na.
Opo, at dumadami po yan, no? So pag nalaman nila someone is willing to settle with them, nako, yung kabilang barangay po ini-invite na. No? So
What if
so
the
we could do
extrajudicial
that, pero we could do that and we could assist you with that. I have friends who can, I can refer friends who can do that for you to help the family. Yes.
Okay. What if the extrajudicial settlement was drafted in 1998 but not published? Can we still use it?
Yes, you can still use it. No, even if it was notarized in 1998. Now is the best time. Even if you have not published it, yes, you can. The family can use it during this short period of time. So take action lang po.
Sir Ace, paano ba yung Facebook page? I think some of the people here, ito, no?
Yeah.
Estate
it's
Tax
here.
Amnesty NaFFAA?
Yes, that's the name of the Facebook page. It's a new page po for this campaign. So wag po kayong wag po kayong mag-alala bago po namin in-upload yan. So just message me there po, and the email addresses nandiyan po.
Can you clarify the percentage of the estate tax? 20% or 6% of zonal value?
Yes. During the ito po yung timeline 20% ang estate tax during December 31, 2017 and earlier. After 2017, December 31, 2017, January 1, starting January 1, 2018, it became 6%. Okay? So 6% po. Yan. So yun po yung because of the train law. No, yan po maganda. Because of the train law.
If owner passed away in the US and is also a US citizen, is the US death certificate from the US sufficient enough to be proof of death?
Ganyan po ginagawa namin ngayon. We have several clients in the US sa California. And we can process po we guide the heirs how to go about it. Kailangan po ma-register dito. Although we are going to talk to the BIR to consider yung pong mga death certificates while filing for the late registration here in the Philippines, kailangan po ma-register pa rin. So while filing, we're talking to the BIR to consider yung mga certified true copies from the US.
Miss Violeta, you have a question?
Hi, Miss Violeta. Please.
Miss Violeta Villablanc.
I have a personal question. I have my late sister waived all her rights to me, all her properties. Now, I have paid tax every year, no problem. What is my liability when I transfer the title? I mean, right now I don't have the title because it's just waived to me, and the next process that I need to do is to have the title for me, on my name. But before that, I would rather, I'm planning to have that given to, like, donated to my nieces and nephews instead of me transferring the title to me. What is the procedure that I'm gonna do without incurring that kind of the tax that you're talking about?
Yeah. You executed a waiver of rights, no? Your sister executed a waiver of rights in your favor. Ang
Yes.
problem po, Ms.
Yes.
Nati, is that you need to execute that and transfer the title to your name.
It's
Number
already accepted.
Yeah, is the title transferred to your name, Ms. Nati?
Not yet.
Oh, not yet. So if it's not yet transferred, you have to transfer the title to your name first. You
Okay.
will pay for the estate tax. Where is the property located?
In Iloilo.
Oh yeah, okay.
Sir Ace, ang sabi niya rin yata, I think before it gets, instead of having the title transferred in her name, she wants it transferred to her nieces and
This is
nephews.
in nephews.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that, Consul. You cannot do that right away. So you have to transfer the title to your name first. But right now, execute a deed of donation
Okay.
resolution.
I think I had that deed of donation. To
Yeah.
my nephew, to my nephews and nieces. The deed of donation.
Okay.
I
All
see.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can
Okay
do
po.
that and pay the necessary taxes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
but-
more details, I guess, I think you need to coordinate with Sir Ace na lang in private.
Opo. Opo.
And to cut the payment, the expenses, transferring the title to me instead of that would just go straight to my nephew and nieces.
Oh, no. We have a first transaction, so you have to pay the first
Ah,
transaction first.
Okay.
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 All right.
Miss Tricia Ambrosio.
Okay.
Miss
Yeah.
Tricia.
Hi po, good evening. My uncles and aunts po kasi drafted an extrajudicial settlement when my grandmother died in 1998, but it was not used and not published. Can we still use it ngayon? Or do we need to
Yeah.
draft a new one?
You can use it, notarize the instrument, the legal instrument, and start processing po. Saan po location ng property?
Dito po sa Quezon City.
Alright. Okay.
Thank you
Miss
po.
Violeta,
Miss Violeta, dyan po ba kayo?
please turn on your mic.
Sa mga nephew and
If not, kay iPhone Galicia. Galicia? Wala rin. Can a trust avoid the estate tax?
No. Two things are for sure, no? Death and taxes, so you can't escape that.
May tenant kami sa Copra land of my mom and she has not paid yung kita sa Copra since 2018. How do I deal with this?
Yeah, number one is una singilin niyo po muna. Number two, legal na po, no? Para lang meron silang ma-document. Yan po ang ano kasi. Una, pakiusapan. Number two, pag hindi pa rin, we can refer a lawyer for you.
Miss Galicia? Ma'am Galicia, please turn on your mic.
I have a question.
Okay. My question. First of all, my dad who passed away about many years ago, about 5 years ago. My father acquired lands by absolute sale. Now the title is still on his name, but I would like to transfer the title to my name.
Donated to me.
It's it's acquired by absolute sale, and I would like to have the title changed to my name. How would I do that?
The answer to that is execute an extrajudicial settlement with a waiver, because your siblings, if you have siblings, no, they have to transfer the property to you through a sale then, or they'll just waive it in your favor.
Okay, right now I'm holding a Doni.
That's Donny.
I'm holding a Doni of a date of donation, which was notarized, and I'm holding that, and it is it's still on my father's name. My question is, I would like to transfer those deeds to my name, and so
Yeah.
I can give it to my kids here in America.
Yeah. Thank you for the question. No, I need to see if the title is under your father's name.
Yes.
do you have the deed of donation signed by your father?
Yes, I have that. It is
Okay.
notarized and I have witness also.
All right, that's executable. You can proceed with the transfer of title to your name if that is the legal instrument that you have right now.
Yes, I'm holding that. I'm holding a deeds of donation.
Yeah, donation.
Yeah, okay daw.
Okay.
Where's the property located, sir?
In Pangasinan.
San Carlos
Okay,
City.
okay.
It's in barrio of San Carlos City.
San Carlos. Okay, my wife lives in Bayambang. Okay.
Huh?
He is Pangasinan,
Oh,
Pangalaco.
yung Pangasinan.
I'm
Nice to
from
meet
San
you po.
Carlos.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So
You're
we'll get hold of
welcome.
you. We'll get hold of you. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
And
Thank you po.
have one question.
Sige po.
Why is it that it is so expensive to have the title done, like transfer? Very, very expensive. A lot of people, I heard, they're not doing it anymore. Just leave it as is because it takes like how many thousand, like 25, 50,000 to transfer a title.
Yeah.
The question of why is something that we cannot answer yung why.
Discuss po dito. Opo. Medyo Miss Nati. Let's get in touch po. Let's get in touch. I want to hear from you.
Bro, talaga.
Right.
Yeah,
Opo.
I really need to talk to you
Ganun po
guys.
talaga. All
Yeah.
right.
Si Sir Ace po is just here to answer kung how. Yung why po, wala nang magagawa din sa
We can't,
why
ano po,
because he
yeah.
just has to
Thank you.
apply the law in
That's
terms
right,
of
Miss
how to...
Consul. Yeah. Okay.
Again, marami pa po nagtatanong about contact details. I think it's all over the chat box. Mahanap nyo na po yung contact details ni Sir Ace hanggang Friendster account niya yata nandun. Mahanap nyo na po. Hindi po yan nagtatago. He's really offering his services to you. And we still have about 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes for any more questions. Kung meron pa kayo. Like this one, just to clarify again. If the owner passed away in 2000, does the 6% apply in this case?
Consul? Yeah. I'm scrolling ha. Nasa baba na yata yung questions.
Just to clarify again, if the owner passed away in year 2000, does the 6% apply in this case?
Yes. No. 2018, no, ulitin ko po, December 31, 2018 and below, and prior to that, the estate tax is 20%. However, if you take action during the 75-day period, all of those mawawala po yan because of deductions, penalties, no po. Yun po, marami pong mawawala. Marami pong you will save a lot of money, in other words.
Okay. I don't think there are... Miss Violeta, try ko ulit kayo. Kung gusto niyo pang magtanong, ha? Nakataas pa rin ng kamay ninyo, Ma'am Violeta Villablanca. Do you have a question?
Consul, baka away from keyboard siya. Pero kilala ko po si Miss Violeta Villablanca, presidente po ng latest Summer Association niya. Kaya palagay ko marami siyang kinikerry na contact. Ako na lang ang magko-connect kila Sir Ace.
Ito pa, kung in dispute yung boundaries ng lote, does the tax supersede
Does the
other
tax
claims?
declaration supersede other claims? Yeah.
Ang number one po na basis of ownership talaga is the title, no po? And if the title's approved plan by the LRA was, of course, yun po magiging magiging base for the judgment of that, no? Tax declaration po kasi minsan iba po ang niyan eh. Sa local government po kasi minsan may problema talaga. So ang sinusunod po talaga approved plan by the Land Registration Authority na nasa title po.
Okay, Miss Galicia, meron pa uli kayong tanong? Sir,
I would like to find out, I think Dr. Babaran is here. He may want to ask questions. Dr. Barbaran, do you have any question? Since andito na po si Sir Ace at saka si Consul Maynard. Unmute yourself po, Dr. Barbaran. Unmute.
Hinahanap niya yung unmute.
Sige lang po.
While they're looking for that, can I just ask this question? My husband is dual citizen with SPA of heirs. Both parents deceased, and his mom passed away last in 2003. I have not filed the extrajudicial settlement filed yet. Taxes up to date. One has a squatter who has built a small apartment, and another built a cell phone tower on it. But husband has the deeds of title. The property is in Cebu. Will he still qualify once extrajudicial settlement is filed?
Yes. Yeah. The squatters won't disqualify you po. So the informal settlement there will not disqualify you. So exercise po itong ano, you're right for the amnesty.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And what about with the swatters? So there's no problem with the swatters being on there, as long as he's still paying the taxes. He should still be able to get the judicial settlement of heirs filed with no problems. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Dr.
You're welcome.
Barbaran is unmute now. Doctor?
Yeah. If I have real estate property in the Philippines and I want to transfer them to my children, how do I do that?
Yeah. Since you're still alive and you can execute a deed of donation to your children and pay the necessary taxes. Number one, there is the donor's tax. Number two is the documentary stamp tax. And you have to do it in 30 days. Now, let's say it was notarized on the next 5th of the month, you're going to settle the doc stamps. And within 30 days, you have to pay the donor's tax to avoid penalties and surcharges. So I suggest before notarizing the document, complete all the requirements first. After you notarize it, then proceed to BIR.
Okay. So last two questions po tayo. And the others, please feel free to reach out to Ace and his team for a more detailed approach to responding to your queries. Hindi naman po natin kaya sagutin natin dito. It's an open forum. It's most real estate matters are also very private. So maybe it's better to reach out to them more privately. Ms. Galicia, sige po. Ma'am?
Ms. Galicia.
Okay, hello.
Hello, yes. My other question is, my brother and his wife borrowed the money from their friend, and there's a deadline for repaying that debt. Now, I'm holding the title of that property because their attorney has approached me and my wife if I can lend them money. So in order for me to get the title of their property, which was being held by their friend, I redeemed their debt. And now the kids want to sell this house, but I'm holding the title of the property. Can they do that? Can their kids do that?
Yeah. So what you need to do is have a lawyer here so that you could execute a deed of sale, no, from the previous owner to you. Okay. Or else they could easily sell it and file for affidavit of loss of title. So my ano is take action right away, transfer the property to your name. Kasi po, ang ano po rito sa Philippines that kung sino po yung maunang mag-register. No po? However, you can file for petition, challenge the ano, o wag na po natin paabutin doon. So, ano po kagad? Take action po kagad. Alam niyo po dito sa atin medyo talaga challenging, adventurous.
Can we make an appointment with you now?
Oh yeah, sure, ma'am. Let's those are my ano po. Please go to the page and let's schedule the
Ikaw ba 'yon?
Okay, thank you.
Ayan.
We can make appointment daw.
Okay.
Ano ang suggestion nila? Kasi are you planning to give you?
We can't hear the Consul.
Okay, thank you. Thank you once again. That's our last question for today. And marami pa pong tanong for sure na darating.
Dan ninyo, nakataas ang kamay, sir.
Yes. Can I ask a rejoinder, Consul?
Sige po, sir.
Yeah. Can we replicate or duplicate this webinar again, Consul? Because some of our numerous kababayans in the United States haven't heard about this webinar. So we want to expand. So can we do this again before the deadline on June 14, Consul?
We'll take that into consideration. We will see. I think from the outcome of this webinar, there seems to be a lot of interest, and
yeah,
we'll schedule one soon. I'll just talk to the leadership here, and then we'll discuss it, and then stay tuned po sa ating Facebook pages. We'll discuss it also with Sir Ace and Sir Noel for possible part 2. But again, if you have questions more specific, especially
may we
those who are here
request a
already.
photo po?
I want.
Can you make yourself available, Mr. Ace Aguilar, before June 14? Because this is only an initial webinar, and I know lots of our kababayans here in the US and around the world would like to hear about this very important milestone. Mr. Ace Aguilar, can you?
I'm here to help everyone in the Philippines, anywhere in the world. That's our mission.
Yeah.
Yan po ang properties po ninyo ay pinaghirapan ni lolo at lola, ni mother and father, and we want you to enjoy the fruits of their labor po.
Yeah.
I just want to verify the telephone number 1747.777.9811. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That's correct. You will be connected to Mr. Noel and Miss Mary Ann.
Okay.
Yes, so you can contact them right away.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. So we will schedule. We'll discuss among the team for a second part of this webinar. Maybe soon, no? Kasi again, may deadline tayo. So, Ms. Galicia, may tanong pa po ba? Baka specific po sa case ninyo. Maybe you can just
I'm asking, hi, how are you? This is Lana Galicia. I just have this is on behalf of my in-laws. They have a question here. Going back to what they said, the properties that they have, there's several properties that they have are still in the name of grandpa, Galicia. And so they were thinking, instead of transferring it to their name, to Tom Galicia Sr., can they go straight, can it be done where you can transfer it directly to their kids, the children?
That is possible. That is possible. Donor tax will be applicable to the, in addition to the estate tax. So you'll pay estate tax, you'll pay donor's tax, you'll pay documentary stamp tax. But then again, it's minimal compared to the value of the property. If it's in Pangasinan, guys, the development in Pangasinan is really good. No, so, because of the bypass roads, the highways from the previous administration. No, so yeah, this is the time.
Okay.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Thanks.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So again, thank you everyone for coming. Sir Noel, Sir Ace, maraming salamat po.
Welcome po, Consul.
Thank you again for having this event with us. This is very valuable to our kababayans, not only here in the US, but also even those who are in the Philippines. No? It's the same thing. Wala namang pinagkaiba eh. They all need this information. So thank you again. We will try to host a second one as soon as possible. So maraming salamat po. Thank you all for coming. Have a pleasant weekend, Friday to weekend. Maraming salamat po. Have a good day.
Can you repeat the telephone number again?
Ma'am, the phone number po is on the chat box.
On the chat box? Okay, thank you.
I got it correct.
Okay,
Thank you po.
thank you.
Thank you.
Salamat.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir Ace, thank you. Sir Noel, thank you.
Thank you
Thank
po,
you. Thank you.
Consul, and
Thank you,
thank you
Ace.
to the Philippine Consulate General.
Thank you,
Salamat po.
Tawag lang po kayo sa amin.
available
I
ba
mean, we're
ito?
here to serve.
Sir Noel,